think we all tend to be a little awkward as children, so I wanted to share with you my 5 awkward childhood confessions. Number 5 on my list is a very entertaining one that my parents still enjoy making fun of me over. I used to have a very avid imagination. In fact, most of these involve my imagination, just FYI. But I have a very avid imagination, and since I loved Godzilla so much, I would take boxes, like gigantic boxes, and I would cut them up and make them look like giant monsters, and I would go outside and I would play with them all day. I would pretend that I was, battling these evil creatures all day long. And it was very interesting. On the bright side, I got a lot of cardio while doing so. I may have done this until I was 13 or 14 years old, but don't tell anyone. Number 4 on my list, which is the one that got me in the most trouble as a child, was the fact that I wanted to be an interior designer more than anything. So, as you can tell, my bedroom is blue. This is my childhood bedroom, it's blue, and the reason why it's blue is because as a child, I felt it necessary to take every single utensil for writing and draw all over my bedroom walls. Permanent marker, expo marker, pencil, pen, crayon, everything. My walls looked like they got in a train wreck with a Crayola semi-truck. That's how crazy it looked in here. I thought I was the freaking modern day Michelangelo, creating these vast works on my wall, when in all actuality, I was completely defacing my bedroom walls, and my parents were not very happy about that. As a child, I think I was a hoarder, and this brings me to number 3. Whenever something would break, or if something went wrong, I would always keep it. I remember once I broke one of my mom's, porcelain angels. She used to have porcelain angels, and I got so upset over it, and I cried, and I felt awful, and I tried keeping it for years and years until I got, glue, and I tried gluing it back together for her. She was just basically like, why didn't you just throw it away? And I was like, but I wanted to fix it for you. Number 2, I used to cry over the fact that fictional universes were not real. I remember crying over Godzilla not being real. I remember crying over Dragon Ball Z not being real. I remember crying over The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit not being real, and sometimes I still cry over that one because I love Middle-earth and I wish I could live in Middle-earth, but that's besides the point. Basically, I cry over the fact that I cannot live in these universes. Well, cried. Because I rarely do that anymore. And number 1, I seem to used to enjoy falling in love with fictional characters. I remember I fell in love with several characters from Dragon Ball Z, and several characters from The Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, and sometimes I still crush on characters from time to time. I will not talk about any that I may have a crush on right now because, well, adults don't do such things, right? Oh well, I guess as a child I had unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating men. Not that I did that much dating as a child, but that's besides the point. Anyway, do you have any awkward childhood confessions? If so, please share them in the comment section below and share my video. And I love you guys and thank you for watching.